You're apologizing because they make you, or they're having you fix your behavior because it's something they don't like, and the behavior is completely normal. I mean, I got a job when I was 19, and then at 21, they would only let me leave the house if it was to go to work. And I had to come straight home after work. I couldn't stop off anywhere. I couldn't pick up any food. Nothing. And I was halfway through my 20s before I left home. I never experienced what normal people go through in their late teens and early 20s. My parents stole that from me. So all these emotional disorders, in my opinion, were either a response to emotional and psychological and spiritual abuse, misconduct, horrible behavior, or it was a way to cope. And sometimes my parents shamed me for coping in an abusive situation. And it's sad to say, but it's so very true. I have more affection for the things that helped me cope than I do for my own family. Movies I like that helped me cope and helped me feel something in a family where feelings are inconvenient, I care more about those movies than I do my own mother. And luckily, I've come out last week and I no longer care. Because caring only hurts you more. And it's just better if I interact with these people that we just keep it surface. I don't want anything to do with these people. They have never taken accountability. They've never changed. And they've never stopped behaving this way. And they ghosted me when it came to me talking about depression. They ghosted me when I came out. This is who they are. This is the only kind of people they know how to be. They care more about not celebrating Halloween and there's a snowfall outside more than they care about making sure I'm okay. And I have to live with that. But doesn't mean I'm going to be quiet because I am not going to take it anymore. The next time I plan being around my parents is on Thanksgiving. And I do plan to briefly mention how they made me feel when I came out. All I have to do is say it in one sentence. You hurt me by ghosting me and acting like I don't matter. And I'm not doing it to get a response from them. I'm not doing it to fix their behavior or to guilt them. I'm doing it because I have boundaries. And I'm going to make it very clear. You ignoring me, and choosing your religion over me, it's not going to change the situation. I'm not going to stop being an atheist because you have an inability to empathize with people. My parents care as much about me coming out as they do a stranger. And I'm just sick of them. And every day I respond the way a normal person responds. Fuck you. That's my response. And I make videos to help people who have questions. Maybe they're looking for commiseration or information. But coming out, if it's something you want to do, it's always worth it. Even if you lose everything, as long as you're in a safe place with emotional support from people, coming out is always worth it. Because I'd rather have 1 or 2 people in my life who really care about me than 30 people in my family who don't. And I can deal with my emotional disorders, my panic attacks, my overeating disorders, my nightmares, my complex PTSD, my religious trauma syndrome, my sexual disorders. I can deal with it. I can deal with emotional avoidance because anytime I got emotional as a kid, my family never reacted. I was numb for 20 years because what's the point in getting angry? It doesn't compute with them. They think that you're making a big deal out of something. And I'm tired of being gaslit. If you claim to care about someone, you should care if they're upset or in pain. I mean, I care if it's a stranger. If somebody breaks down in front of me and is upset, I don't say, oh, I help them. If I can't help them, I find someone who either knows them or gives them access to someone who can help. I don't just act like it's not happening, like my family does. I'm not a monster. I'm not an unfeeling piece of a chair that can't feel anything. And there's